Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. 1 or 2 months ago, there was this report that was making rounds on Nigerian media talking about the arrest of the Fulani warlord in Oyo State, Iskilu Wakili. You know, his presence was mostly felt by Ibaraba local government area residents, and they were complaining of what he was doing. They're taking their houses and all of that. Because of that, the personnel of Odua People's Congress went in, arrested the man, but during the period of the arrest, his house was burned. Some people say it's actually the crowd that witnessed his arrest because of what he's been doing. They were angry and they burned down the house, and also someone was killed in the process, a woman. So the personnel, some of the personnel of Odua People's Congress were being arrested also and imprisoned. They were put in police custody. Up till today, we've not heard anything about them. At first, what we heard was that they were released, but I think later on they went in and arrested them again. But right now, the news we have for you is that the man who is championing the push for the self-determination for the people of Yoruba nation, talking about Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, is giving the federal government and the Oyo State government a timeline, an ultimatum for them to release the people. If not, what they will see will shock them, and that will be coming from Oyo State people. Now, that what we are looking at, what will happen if they are, these personnel are not being released by the federal government or Oyo State. What will the Yoruba people do? That's what we're going to be looking at in a jiffy. But before we continue, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that anytime we publish news, you'll be the first to get an alert. All right, let's look at the news in detail. Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, on Saturday warned Oyo State government, the federal government, and the Nigerian police to immediately release all members of the Odua People's Congress (OPC) in custody over the arrest of Fulani warlord Iskilu Wakili in Ibaraba. He gave a week's ultimatum to Oyo State and the federal government to release the arrested OPC members before all Yoruba troops out en masse to protest it. Recall that Oyo State Police Command announced that it took into custody some members of the Odua People's Congress in connection with the earlier arrest of Iskilu Wakili. But Adeyemo, during a rally in Osogbo by the Yoruba nation to demand an independent nation, warned against their continued detention. According to him, and I quote, he said, "I urge the Oyo federal government and the police to release OPC members who arrested Fulani headsmen terrorizing Yoruba people in Ibaraba land immediately, before all Yorubas will come out en masse to protest against it." He further stated that they apprehended Fulanis who were disrupting the peace of Ibaraba and handed them over to the police. But Oyo State police and Nigerian government now arrested them, which should not be so. Earlier it's been reported that Yoruba nation agitator armed with placard chanting secession song converged at the November 27 bridge in Osogbo. While distributing handbill to residents, the agitator marched from the November 27 bridge through Ogo Oluwa Olaiya to Freedom Park. The Yoruba agitator Adeyemo arrived at the venue of the rally around 1:45 p.m. on Saturday. Adeyemo, while speaking at the protest, said there will be no election in Yoruba land in 2023. He added that the Yoruba nation must live now as it is no more a slave to the northerner. Adeyemo said Governor Boyega Ayetola allowed the Yoruba nation agitator to hold a rally in Osun and provided them with security. While seeking unity among Yorubas, Adeyemo asked all that are aggrieved to come together. However, one of the Yoruba nation promoter, Akin Adejuwon, a lecturer of cultural study at Obafemi Awolowo University, who was a Director General, National Troop of Nigeria, said the protest is eye-opening for Yoruba youths to take over and fight for Oduduwa nation. According to him, he said, "We are here to enlighten and sensitize the youth. The youth are the owners of Yoruba land. The Fulani enslavers and murderers must not take over the land from us. 1,000 generations of Fulani headsmen cannot overpower the Yoruba youth. We are not one of those who live in the bush. Some animals living in the forest cannot claim our land. We are here to awake the youth's consciousness to what is right. We are here to educate the youth against voting in 2023. Wow. This is really serious. So you can see here that it's not all about just the release of those OPC members. It has something also to do with Yoruba land. And, another thing that he talked about was the issue of not allowing election to hold in 2023, because for the, Yorubas, they are tired and they want out. They do not want to stay again in Nigeria. They do not want to have anything to do with Nigerians again. And this has triggered a lot of reactions from Nigeria. And that's what we're going to look at right now. And this one says, this is a good move by Yoruba youths. One of the things that makes it different from Biafra agitator is that they are always harmless. Well, the truth is also, if you listen to, or if you've been following up on Biafra, when they started the agitation, there was no element of violence in it. And I would say that they did not really enjoy the level of peace that these guys are enjoying. This one said, you can imagine Osun State governor is in support of what they are doing, while in our land, Southeast, nobody supports us. Yeah, that's the shocking aspect of it, which means that these guys respect the right of the Yorubas. Protests, ordinarily, if you check any human right belt constitution, you will see that protest is just very okay as far as it is peaceful. The police will not do anything. But shockingly, in the case of the South, it was always a case of them running helter-skelter, being arrested and all of that, because unfortunately their leaders and the governors were not giving into it, you understand. But this one, Adeyemo himself, talking about Sunday Igboho, is the one who came around and proclaimed that what we are doing here and the security we are enjoying thus far is via the support that we are getting from Oyetola, who is the governor of, Osun State, just to show you that these guys are very, very, united, and they are willing to do things together, which means some of them are saying, as much as we are enjoying our stay in Nigeria, we won't also stop you guys to push for the future, because the truth is that the future belongs to the youth, and whatever thing they deem right to do, in as much as they are not taking the wrong path of violence, it is permitted. As much as they are in need of, their own nation, why not allow them? So right now, they are enjoying it. I think the only thing that kind of displaced them was the issue of the serious rain that, came on them. Some counted it as a blessing, and all of that. But then looking at the main issue that brought us here, which is the demand for the release of the, OPC members. We are waiting to see. 1 week is what they are giving. If not, that the Yorubas will be coming out in mass to protest it. Do you think that this will happen? Well, the truth is that Sunday Adeyemo has never made a promise without seeing to it that it is fulfilled. Yeah, when he told Nigerians that they are going to send the Fulani headers or Fulani people packing from Ibaraba local government area, most people thought that it was a joke, but it actually happened. Now that he says he is giving the federal government just 1 week, before for the release of these guys, do you think that it will stand? Let's interact in our comment section. Please do well to make sure that you speak critically and show some decorum.